Well, thank you all for joining us today to talk about the importance of supporting our local retailers. Special thanks to Hobbytown USA for hosting this event, and thanks to several of our small business champions for joining us today. Daniel Schmidt from Hobbytown USA, Alicia Reisinger from Wax Buffalo, Todd Ogden from the Downtown Lincoln Association, Rich Otto from the Nebraska Retail Federation, Jason Ball from the Lincoln Chamber of Commerce, and Joe Fry from the Lincoln Independent Business Association. A few days ago, I actually had the opportunity to check out Nebraska Brick Days at the Lancaster County Event Center. This two-day event has become one of the largest Lego expositions in our region. And while I was there, I met the driving force behind Nebraska Brick Days, Daniel Schmidt. And Daniel and his wife, Chelsea, they own both of Lincoln's Hobbytown stores. And together they do more than build Legos. They help build our community. A few years ago, they hosted the first Brick Days for about 100 enthusiasts from right here in our community. But this year, that event that I attended at Lancaster County Event Center, it drew 3,700 people from across Nebraska and several Midwestern states. And the impressive growth of the Nebraska Brick Days just reinforces the impact that our small businesses have within our broader community. Like Legos, our small businesses are the building blocks that combine to make our community more vibrant. And making Lincoln a vibrant and more fun place to live and an attractive destination for visitors is just part of what small businesses do. Small businesses provide excellent customer service, create meaningful jobs and relationships, help circulate dollars within our local economy, and give back to our community in many ways. My administration recognizes the many ways that small businesses contribute to our community, and that's why we have prioritized their immediate needs and long-term success from day one. Here are just some of the ways that we are delivering on our priority of supporting small businesses. By the end of this year, we will have spent over $9 million of our federal American Rescue Plan funds to directly support our small businesses impacted by the pandemic. And to support Lincoln's economic recovery in the wake of the pandemic, we joined with our local businesses and business community to set a goal of purchasing an additional 1% from local establishments. And both last year and this year to date, the city of Lincoln has exceeded that goal. We've tripled it, and we've increased our spending with local businesses at the city by over 3%. And last year, we created a new micro-purchasing policy that directs city staff, when they're making purchases of up to $10,000, to purchase those products or services with local Lincoln businesses if they can purchase things at a reasonable price. And as one half of the Lincoln Partnership of Economic Development, or LPED, we help local entrepreneurs launch new businesses right here in our community through Launch LNK. And today we're here to build on this momentum and to share ways that our residents can help contribute by shopping locally this holiday season. Here to lead us off is our host this afternoon, Daniel Schmidt. Daniel, would you like to speak?
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming to Hobbytown and kind of visiting our space and our store. We're a locally owned store. My wife Chelsea and I bought it in 2006 from the corporate office. Hobbytown is actually a local franchise. It started here in Lincoln, Nebraska, and now there's over 120 stores across the nation. So we're franchised, but we're also a local, which is kind of cool. So I guess I just kind of want to say a couple of things about our store, our center. We're all locally owned in the Pioneer Woods Shopping Center. And we also, I guess I kind of want to say something in terms of shopping locally this holiday season. We are, locally owned businesses offer value above and beyond just the, hey, we're locally owned, so you should shop with us. A lot of locally owned businesses have very reasonable pricing. We have great customer service, local customer service. So if there is an issue, you can come back and visit us. You aren't going to have your package stolen from your front doorstep. All of these things, whereas the pricing is going to be the same and your dollars are going to stay local, we we as locally owned businesses provide value above and beyond just shopping online and it being a dispassionate transaction. So thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much, Daniel. And yes, there's nothing like touching and feeling the actual gifts that you want to give to your loved ones or the clothes that you want actually to fit your feet or your body. I'd now like to invite up Alicia Reisinger with Wax Buffalo to share how this local and woman-owned business is lighting up the holidays.
Thank you. Yes, hi, I'm Alicia. I own Wax Buffalo. We're a pure soy candle company, and we have 2 locations in the Haymarket and in College View on Prescott and 48th, which is a new one. We're excited. But yes, speaking of shopping local, I think Dan did such a good job of touching on that and just really encouraging our community to spend their dollars in places that you want to stay in Lincoln. And there's no better time to do it than the holidays, right? And speaking of small businesses, we are throwing a beautiful Christmas market on December 4th down in the Haymarket from noon to 6 p.m. It's a touch on the German Christmas festivals that you see all over the world. We're bringing one to Lincoln, and we're very excited. And there will be over 75 local stores, makers, delicious local food, and then, of course, German beer and cocktails from local establishments as well. So we're excited, and we invite you down. You can buy tickets at waxbuffalo.com. So come celebrate the holidays with us and celebrate local. Thank you.
Thank you, and you sure helped me out during the pandemic. I was doing a lot of shopping with you and sending gifts to family. Yes, absolutely. The Nebraska Retail Federation is a key partner representing and promoting our local retailers, and I'd like to invite up Rich Otto, the Federation's advocacy coordinator, to speak about their work to promote local stores.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, first of all, we want all Nebraska consumers to shop local for what is coming up to be the biggest holiday shopping weekend of the year. That kicks off primarily with Small Business Saturday, this coming Saturday. So we want you to be purposeful in seeking out your local independent retailers. Whether it's Dan here and getting toys for grandkids, or candles, appliances, women's decor, women's boutiques, we have it all as locally owned businesses. You just have to look for them a little bit more. Make a point and make it purposeful that you get out. Also try to have fun. It's not a chore shopping. We want everyone to enjoy this time. We're supposed to have great weather this weekend, so there's no excuses to not get out and shop local, and we just encourage you to do that. Also, feel free to get gift cards for grandparents that may be out of state. They don't need to go online. You can just buy a local gift card. Let your children come shop. My 5-year-old loves it when I let her pick out her own gifts. And then the other thing we really want to highlight is that without local retailers like this, we wouldn't have all of these fun events to attend. Whether it was Brick Days last week, this other event coming up in the Haymarket, the other events that DLA will be talking about, all of these are possible because we have local retailers that are behind them, organizing the events, and letting our community come enjoy them.
Thank you, Rich. The Downtown Lincoln Association, as Rich mentioned, is also gearing up for this holiday season with some of its popular events. I know I got excited when I saw the holiday decorations packed up and ready to go in Tower Square over the weekend. Todd Ogden at the Downtown Lincoln Association is here to share some additional details for us.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm Todd Ogden, president of the Downtown Lincoln Association, and yes, we're also very excited about this holiday season. And Downtown Lincoln always gears up during the season to really put an extra push on our local and independent businesses all around downtown and the Haymarket. And we kicked that off actually last week with Shop the Blocks. We brought back Shop the Blocks with a before and after party, and it was our second best Shop the Blocks in when we track how much money was spent at the retailers. So we're really excited about early indicators of how much people are willing to shop local. And we want to continue to move that through our next events coming up. We have Haymarket Unwrapped, which will include a lot of our Haymarket businesses and retailers where you can get discounts to those shops, and that's going to be December 2nd to 4th. So you'll be able to get access to prizes, discounts. Wax Buffalo will be involved in that as well, and we're always excited to get the Haymarket and those unique shopping experiences just like we do in the core downtown for Shop the Blocks. In between that, December 3rd also also Breakfast with Santa is going to be coming back in the Haymarket as well. So people will be able to get their pictures with Santa there and have a good meal and have a good breakfast there and enjoy that area. And kind of bringing it all together, for the second year in a row, we are going to be bringing back the North Pole into downtown Lincoln. So Tower Square at 13th and P is going to be completely transformed for Santa and his elves and the workshop and everything for all of your families to come throughout all of December to enjoy, whether you're on the naughty or nice list, whether you want to, which is really important, you can write your letters to Santa to give your local wish list. We'll have all sorts of local discounts and brochures so your family can know what's going on here downtown and what shops have to offer. So really the North Pole definitely is about getting everybody in a central area to help encourage and discover all of downtown and our local businesses around the community and keep that in mind. So it's going to be a really fun event. There's going to be a lot of fun options. The lights will have our huge 12-day display up there. Arbor Day Foundation is going to be donating trees to everybody and have their own event. So it's really a community-wide event that we bring in central to the North Pole. And it's really a strong microcosm of when we bring everybody together, what it means for our community. And I think that's important. Downtown and our city would be nothing without our unique local businesses. And that's the lifeblood of what we have. We're so fortunate now, kind of in a post-COVID, for the most part, world where we can get back out there. And what has kept and stayed strong with downtown and has always been a constant is those unique businesses. We're nothing without our unique businesses and what they provide for the community, whether it be through their offerings within their business, but more importantly, their personalities and their time that they put together for the community. So we're super excited about all of this, and I'm ready to get to the North Pole and get those events going and getting ready for the winter market. And just, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, so super excited about it. Thank you. Thanks.
Thanks so much, Todd, for all you do to support our businesses downtown in the Haymarket. And the Lincoln Chamber of Commerce and the Lincoln Independent Business Association are great champions for our local small businesses. And I'd like to invite up their representatives, Chamber President Jason Ball and LIBA Board Chair Joel Fry, to say a few words about their efforts to support local businesses. Jason?
Thank you, Mayor. Boy, it's exciting hearing about all these plans this year. I don't know there's too much more I can add to it other than to say, think of a time when you have had a guest come to your home, whether visiting, someone is visiting from out of town, whether that be family or a friend, and they ask you, what should I do in Lincoln? Where should I eat? Where should I go? Hey, I want to go shopping for something. What's the place I go to? 9 times out of 10, when you are answering those types of questions, you're introducing someone to a small business in our community. And you do that because you want them to have a great experience with Lincoln. You want them to have a great time when they're here. Small businesses provide experience. It's much more than just a product that they offer. They can craft experience and expertise around what they do. And when you're supporting a small business, you're voting with your dollars about what you want to see this community look like in the future. Because if they're successful, we can build back into this community. I love our small businesses and entrepreneurs that take the risk, energy, and effort to go out and do what you both have done. And what I want to remind everyone in this season is they're not just building a business. It's not a transactional deal, as was mentioned before. They're building a dream. And in doing so, they're building into what the future of this community can look like. So the Chamber is so proud to support businesses like these and so many others that are in the community this year, whether that's through advocacy efforts or please visit our Shop Local gift guide this year. You can find it at lcoc.com/shoplocal. Again, lcoc.com/shoplocal. It's got gift ideas for men, women, kids, entertainment, food, stocking stuffers, and so much more. This year, please, I want to encourage the community, shop where your heart is. You'll be glad about it.
Sorry, I wasn't able to speak off the cuff, so I had to write mine down. I apologize. Thank you, Mayor. As the Mayor mentioned, my name is Joe Fry. I'm currently the Lincoln Independent Business Association Board Chair. My apologies, Bud Seinhorst, CEO of LIBA, who was not able to be with us today due to another engagement, but asked me to attend in his place. in addition to being the Lincoln LIBA's board chair, I also own and operate Triumph Home Health Supplies here in Lincoln. LIBA, with its membership of nearly 1,000 businesses, understands small business owners, drive the streets of Lincoln, raise families in the community, spend money in the community, and contribute, whether fiscally or civically, or sometimes both, in making Lincoln a better place. Shopping local is always on top of mind for me. One pastime I enjoy is recognizing new local businesses through advertising or new signs on my daily commutes, then making time to visit their business to see what they have to offer and learn more about the new business that has graced Lincoln. When small businesses prosper, so does the community, and vice versa. So whether it's candles, toys, or whatever other holiday gifts you're interested in this season, we at LIBA and in the business community, thank you. We appreciate it. Also, thank you for Mayor Baird for including Lincoln Independent Business Association to be part of this special proclamation.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Joe and Jason, for being here and for your support of our local economy and our businesses. As you've heard today, the strong relationships and mutual support that exists between our local government, our small businesses, and our residents make Lincoln an increasingly vibrant community. A community I can't wait to see out and about this weekend, shopping at our local small businesses and supporting our friends and neighbors. And a community I know will keep it going next weekend by finding the perfect gift in the Haymarket and sipping hot apple ciders at Wax Buffalo's inaugural winter market. Before we take questions, I just want to officially proclaim Saturday, November 26th as Small Business Saturday in Lincoln, Nebraska, and encourage everyone to shop local. All right. With that, we'd be happy, anyone else, to take any questions from the media.
So, obviously the pandemic's not behind us, but a lot of people are kind of acting like it is. So what I've heard, read anecdotally, is that there'll be more in-person shopping this year. Have you guys, up to this point, seen those kinds of conditions, more people in stores than you have the past couple of years?
Sure. I mean,
That's right.
yeah, so we have seen more in-person shopping. Our sales traffic is up here locally in both Hobbytown stores. Sales are also up about 10% year to date. We're anticipating to kind of keep that trend through the end of the year. And I think the pandemic really brought into focus some people's priorities, and they found value in shopping locally versus maybe sending money off to a corporation that maybe they didn't see the value of. So shopping locally, I think a lot of customers are starting to gravitate towards that, kind of all ages and generations. So yes, I have.
Sure, I can add a little bit. I also think that people are just so excited for experiences and to get out of their house. At Wax Buffalo, we have a candle lab where you can make your own candles with your friends or your family. And we have seen it boom in the last few months just because I think people want to be together. And I think the pandemic showed us what was important and where we want to place our time and our money and our hearts. So yeah, I think we're excited to see what this season's going to bring, and I think it's going to be a good one.
Any other questions from the media? All right. Well, we hope to see you all shopping on Small Business Saturday and at the Winter Market and beyond. So thank you for being here today.